Yo, what's going on everybody? Hope everybody is doing well. Today we're going to be bringing one of my favorite Chroma ZOUL builds into the Steel Path Hollvania bounties, and then we're going to be absolutely cooking up a survival, trying to do as much damage as we can with this build. I've made quite a few videos on this build already, but bringing it in Hollvania is just so fun, so I figured I'd make another video on it. Why not? I got Wrathful Advance on my Chroma. As you can see, the amount of crit chance I get matches my ability strength, and since I have 346% ability strength, that is exactly how much melee crit chance I get as well. And that ability paired with the Sephin Exodia Contagion ZOUL is absolutely amazing, especially when your ZOUL has Blood Rush and you plan to build up the melee combo counter. As you can see, I got 32 seconds of combo duration on my ZOUL, and that is not only thanks to the body count mod, but it is also thanks to primary and secondary dexterity, which I have of course, and these give me an extra 7.5 seconds of combo duration. And it's not like you need the most combo duration for a ZOUL build, but you definitely need a good amount in my opinion. I also have the Condition Overload mod. The main reason I have this mod is because it is actually multiplicative with the direct hit of the projectile of the Exodia Contagion Arcane. It's not multiplicative with the damage over time or the explosion effect, but at the end of the day, as long as you hit your enemy directly, you still get that multiplicative damage buff, which can be quite nice. I also got an amazing Riven mod that gives me 77% extra crit damage and 159% extra crit chance. And once again, pairing the Blood Rush mod with the Wrathful Advanced Helmet ability is going to allow us to hit tier 6 crits. I'll put a screenshot on the screen of how the actual crit tiers work, but long story short, you can tell you're hitting a tier 6 crit when you get those 3 exclamation points, and man, we're gonna be doing that easily with this build. The moment I get that 12 times combo multiplier, I immediately activate Wrathful Advance, and all my melee attacks with the Exodia Contagion projectile will be tier 6 crits. It's gonna be fucking awesome. So that plus a multiplicative buff on our direct hits is quite nice, and to make sure I get as many statuses as possible with the Condition Overload mod, I got the Kuvanukor. This is an amazing primer at the end of the day. This gun's fucking cracked. If you don't have it, I highly recommend getting it. Mine in particular has a 60% magnetic valence bonus, which is quite amazing. Makes it really efficient for destroying shields, and it allows me to mod into everything else that I want. At the end of the day, a status primer with 191% status chance is going to be quite useful when you're applying all of these status effects on your enemy. I also would like to mention there is a very good reason I have a 10.5 times combo multiplier instead of the default, which I would normally have on another Warframe, which is 3.5. The reason this weapon's crit multiplier is so high is thanks to the purple Archon shards that I got on my Chroma. All of these Archon shards give me extra melee crit damage, and whenever my maximum energy stat is over 500, the amount of crit damage I get doubles. And as you can see, my energy stat is 678, and the reason for that is very simple. It is thanks to Arcane Battery. And since I'm on Chroma, who has a naturally high armor stat, and the Umbral Fiber mod for extra armor, I get over 500 energy easily. As far as the rest of the Chroma mod setup goes, I just really like all these mods, especially Guardian Armor, and it just so happens that Chroma is my favorite Warframe. One of the main reasons Chroma is my favorite Warframe is the fact that he has 2 multiplicative abilities for the Exodia Contagion ZOUL. The first one being Toxin Elemental Ward, and the second one being the Fury buff with the Vex Armor ability. Both of these are multiplicative damage buffs for your Exodia Contagion projectile, so on top of the Condition Overload mod, these 2 abilities will give us 3 multiplicative damage buffs, but we also got a 4th one thanks to the Vigorous Swap mod. So having 4 of these type of buffs is going to be quite nice for our Exodia Contagion projectile. And the best part is, as you can see right here, my damage increase with the Vex Armor ability is 951% base, but thanks to the Augmented Arcane, I can actually increase that number all the way up to over 1100%. You get ability strength per kill with this arcane up into 250 times, and whenever you're at 250 times, you get a 60% ability strength increase, which is quite nice. And on top of that, my favorite companion who I like to rock all the time, Rufus, he even has a mod that can help me with this build, the Tandem Bond mod. This mod allows your companion's melee hits to increase your combo counter. So while I'm sitting there cooking up all the enemies, my companion Rufus here can just simply swing on them and he can build up the melee combo counter for me, which I personally think is really fucking cool. And the best part about this build is today I'm using the Zanurik Operator School. I could technically use the Madurai Operator School if I really wanted, so I can get that 1000% damage buff, or maybe I could even use something like Naramon, so I can make sure I can always have the combo counter and just not worry about the decay. But me personally, I like the Zanurik Operator School for that energy recovery. It just makes having energy so fucking easy. I think the Zanurik Operator School is the way to go, not necessarily for damage, but more so just to run through whatever mission you're casually doing. And yeah, ladies and gentlemen, with all that being said, I think it's time we go ahead and load into a bounty. Today I'm just going to be doing a survival because I feel like this is the best mission type to test out a build like this. And I feel like we're going to be hitting some 100 million, some high 100 millions, and maybe even some billions and negative numbers. Who knows? By the way, shoutouts to all the support on the channel recently. I really do appreciate it, guys. Anyways, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, in the top right, I'm just getting a lot of kills and building up the Mole Augmented Arcane, and there we go. We are now at 250 times. So because of that, I'm actually going to let my Vex armor buff run out, and then I'll reactivate it so we can get the extra bonus on our Vex armor ability. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, the damage buff instantly shot up all the way to 1100. And 1116% theory buff is quite nice at the end of the day. But don't get it wrong, it's not like you're going to one-shot every single enemy type at the end of the day. I mean, look at this Dedekin at the end of the day. It's not getting one shot at all. It's taking me multiple shots, as a matter of fact. But once I apply some statuses like so, it becomes a little bit easier. Even though the damage with the ZOUL doesn't necessarily increase against enemies like that, for the rest of these normal enemies right here, oh yeah, it will be quite effective, as you can see. 16 million, 20 million, that's quite nice. 47 million? Oh, we're building up, ladies and gentlemen. That's thanks to that Toxin Elemental Ward buff, though. Those multiplicative buffs really do make that difference. After I clean this scrubber off and we activate it, we're going to go ahead and test out Wrathful Advance as well. There we go, there we go. Applying all these status effects. Use Wrathful Advance. I hit a wall, and Kobe! Oh my goodness, not bad at all, not bad at all. Oh yeah, I did kind of forget about that Hell Scrubber, though. That is on me. There we go. But now I gotta go over 300 meters away just to get to the next scrubber. So before I do that, why don't we test out the damage one more time, huh? Get some more energy, there I go. I'm gonna prime up these enemies, use Wrathful Advance to get away, and Kobe. Oh man, that's what I'm talking about. I think I saw 400 million right there. Not bad at all, not bad at all. Hey, I'm 205 million point blank. That's without the extra bonus from when the projectile travels over 30 meters. Well, it looks like I haven't dealt with the scrubbers enough, so this mission is pretty much over with. But regardless, I think I've made the point quite clear. This build is quite awesome. Even if I didn't hit any billions of damage today, the damage we have done is still quite nice, and I'm very happy with it. And get rid of this motherfucker. There we go. Yeah, guys, that's pretty much going to be it for this video. Let me know what you guys think of the Chroma ZOUL build down in the comments. Before this video ends, real quick, just wanted to say thank you guys so much for all the support on the channel. And yeah, guys, that's going to be it for me. Keep your head up, stay positive, and with that being said, thanks for watching.